I mean, very chocolatey. But as far as protein cookies go, welcome back to the Anabolic Hub, where we make anabolic deliciousness. We're just outside my kitchen, and today we're going to be taking a look at a request recipe I received on Instagram from Athlete Light Fuel. Anabolic chocolate chewy cakey cookies. Man, these look really good. Looks like we've drawn some inspiration from other recipes and put them all together. Based on the pictures that I've seen, this looks like it's going to be a good one. We're gonna bake them up and put them to the test. Let's get things started by taking a look at the ingredients. Here we go. Coconut flour, chocolate casein protein powder, sugar-free chocolate syrup, a few packets of Splenda or any zero-calorie sweetener, Swerve confectioners, and of course, sugar-free chocolate chips. Okay, so yet again, we have another one of those magical recipes. We're mixing together some dry ingredients, mixing together some wet ingredients, combining them into some anabolic deliciousness of a dough. Oven's ready. Baking them in the oven, giving them the old taste test. All right, nice little summary. Let's get to making them. Here we go. Dry ingredients first. The first one you need is 24 grams of coconut flour. $21 grams on the money. The next dry ingredient is going to be your 0-calorie sweetener. So in this case, I'm going to be using 8 packets or 8 grams of the Splenda, but the recipe says you can do it to taste. So however sweet you like it, make it that sweet. Eight packets on the money. For our last dry ingredient, we're going to be using 36 grams of your chocolate flavored casein protein powder. Measuring it out, 36 grams. 36 grams on the money. Okay, and then after we get all our dry ingredients in there, the recipe doesn't say to, but we're gonna sift them together because we sift. Sometimes we sieve. Dry ingredients done. Okay, wet ingredient time. First one we're gonna put in is 145 grams of egg whites. Boom, 145 on the money. And the second and final wet ingredient that we're gonna put in, much easier to pour than the egg whites, is going to be our sugar-free chocolate syrup. 10 grams, going in. Boom, 10 grams on the money. Then once you get those two in there, you're just gonna mix them up. Doesn't seem like they're gonna mix up great, but they do. All right, let's combine this with our dry ingredients. Okay, so we're gonna add in the dry ingredients in 2 separate batches. Make sure you scrape down the sides. And the second batch. Once you have everything well combined together, the dough should be this type of consistency. Very cookie dough-ish. And the last step is to fold in 21 grams of your sugar-free chocolate chips. Get them mixed around as best you can. You want to get roughly the same amount of chocolate chips in every cookie. All right, I think that's gonna do it. Time to go spray down a cookie sheet with nonstick and get these baking. Here we go. Just another quick interlude here, just to remind you guys to smash the like button, subscribe if you're not subscribed, and if you could comment down below, let me know what kind of videos would you like to see. Do you just want me to keep doing these recipe videos? Is there any other type of video that you'd like to see? Maybe a full day of eating, 10,000 calorie challenge, something like that? Let me know. This channel's here for you, so comment down below, let me know what you want to see next, and I'll get on it. All right, back to the video. And a nonstick time. Done. And what you do is you take your batter and you form the dough into balls and put them across the cookie sheet. Something like that. And then the 2-finger press down. Of course, you do get slightly dirty. Okay, so with that batter, I ended up getting 6 cookies. All right, and before these are ready to bake, we're gonna top each one with a little more sweetener. So we're gonna put on a little bit of our Swerve confectioner sugar. Okay, good to go. Now we need our oven preheated to 325 degrees Fahrenheit or 192 degrees Celsius, and we're gonna bake them for 15 minutes. All right, let's do it. Okay, I just took these out of the oven after 15 minutes. They're smelling quite chocolatey. We're gonna let them cool for a few minutes, and it's over to the taste test table. All right, so super simple recipe there, only a few ingredients, very easy to put together, it doesn't take long to bake up. So we're gonna give these a try here, just so you guys can see a close-up what they look like. Very chocolatey. Get those chocolate chips in there. They're supposed to be anabolic, which by the ingredients they are. Now they're supposed to be chewy and cakey, so we're not gonna know that until we actually give them a try. So let's try them out here, see what they taste like. Going in, first bite. Definitely chocolatey and definitely chewy. I do get a lot of the egg white taste when I initially bite into it, which is not typical for the cookies I've had in the past, but let me try it again. Yeah, there is a prominent egg white taste, unfortunately. The sweetener that you put on top, I think, helps a lot. I think if you had maybe some cocoa powder in there, might help kill some of that egg whitey taste, but overall, it's a pretty decent cookie. It is cakey though. You're not gonna get your typical cookie texture with this, but as far as protein cookies go, it's pretty much on par with what you would see. And one's gone, so they're also, a little small. I might have even doubled up the ingredients and done bigger cookies. And you can save some and meal prep it. If you're looking for like an individual serving, and I'll flash the macros up here so we can take a look at exactly what's in these. If you're gonna sit down and have these yourself as like a big snack, you could have this, it'd be totally fine. Tons of protein in these. The sweetness, I might have used a little bit more sweetener if I did it again. Might have put in a little bit more Splenda or maybe added some more Swerve just to mix it up and get it a little bit sweeter. I think if you had more sweetness in there, it would also help with that egg white flavor that you definitely taste when you bite into it. So it might have just been how I made them. So if I was gonna do them again, I would definitely say add more sweetener, especially 0 calorie, might as well. But if you like chocolate, this is a good cookie to have right here. It's definitely very chocolatey. Pretty moist too in the middle. It's not dry. Sometimes these things can be dry. Obviously, I think using the casein protein powder helped. If it was whey, it probably would have been a little flatter like the explosion cookies on the first go around that we did earlier, but these have the perfect amount of thickness, perfect amount of moisture, and are definitely chewy. There is very much a cakey texture to them for sure. So they're in kind of a cookie form, but they are really like chewy cookie cakes, which is why they're called anabolic chocolate chewy cakey cookies. It's well named. Definitely worth giving a try. I might also even add in a little bit of oat flour. Might give that more cookie type texture, but in terms of simplicity and putting together a protein cookie really fast, I think this is a really good recipe for that for sure. And I've already had 2, so obviously they're pretty good. I might even next time sprinkle on a little bit of Swerve confectioner sugar right after baking them. I think even more of that on top, more of a sweetness punch that you need. But I also like my food very sweet, so that could just be personal preference. And the recipe does say to add sweetener to taste, so I guess I didn't listen to the recipe because I could have put more in. You should definitely give these a try. If you do, let me know. Thank you again to Athlete Light Fuel for passing on this recipe. Definitely check out the Instagram page. I'll link it in the description box below. Go see, it's got a lot of good stuff on there. The final rating, I would say 7 out of 10. Add more sweetener, probably gets it closer to an 8, but right now, as I made them today, 7. So if you do try them, let me know in the comment section. We can talk about it there. All right, I gotta get going. I'll see you guys in the next one.